Hello, my name's Cogneato, and I just watched Cutie Markless. Actually, I watched it for the first time a couple weeks ago, but I did re-watch it so that I could make this video because I just wanted to tell some of the things that I really enjoyed about it. This is going to be pretty quick, pretty informal. I thought that the best way to inflict my personality upon the world was to make a line of videos like this one. So here goes. I really love the magical map aspect of the very beginning. So that was when they all sat down in their chairs. The cutie marks lit up, and then the map suddenly appeared. I was like, oh cool, they have like a magical map finding thing. Who the heck invented this? I love how all the characters are kind of like wandering in this world that was clearly created for them. They have a giant castle that responds to their cutie marks and no one knows why. It's almost as if they were written for it. But, oh, who cares? Now they have a castle, now we have another collectible that we can go purchase, and we have a magical map that has a cutie mark somewhere on it. So the main six are like, oh, let's go check it out. And everyone but Fluttershy is like, yeah, let's do it. And then Fluttershy's like, oh, well, I'll stick around. But then Spike's like, oh, but I'm gonna go talk about Hoofball. And I love how Spike had the whatever those things called, kind of those that beer helmet thing, but it was actually diamonds instead of beer. It was wonderful, and of course that talks Fluttershy into going because she didn't want to talk about Hoofball. I don't blame her. Next, we finally arrive at the city of, I actually did not remember to look up the name of the city, so I have no idea where the heck they arrived. It is a gray, dull location. Everyone in town was missing their cutie marks. Surprise, surprise, it's Cutie Markless, and we got a lot of hints about that going in. As much as I tried not to spoil it for myself by going into it, I already knew that there was going to be a situation where a bunch of ponies did not have the cutie marks. So yeah, that totally happened. And then there was something very sinister about it. They even went to a song and dance about how everyone is the same, and it was kind of scary. It included the line, "You can't have a nightmare if you never dream." And it's like, wow, these ponies lack passion. This is kind of terrifying. Like scary, like Dementor scary level, you know, borrowing a term from Harry Potter. This town was like attacked by Dementors and they're okay with it. It's kind of the worst thing ever. I do think that there's some cultural overtones here to say that you know, individual differences is more supported than like a sameness or conformity. And I think that there are pros and cons to each one, but I'm willing to accept that in My Little Pony, in this world, they are really highlighting the individual differences, and that's the way to go. Perfectly fine, but yeah, there are some real world cultural implications there. Long story short, it turns out that there was a bad guy. The ruler of the town, or the Starlight Glimmer, she was kind of in charge of all it. She had individually brainwashed all the ponies and and turned them into this conformity finding, you know, Cutie Markless ponies, as a village of ponies, in the name of friendship. She was actually trying to make friends for herself because there was some like arguments or whatnot. And I think that's probably going to be explored later too. Like that, you know, the magic of friendship may have other ways of getting to it. A quick note about brainwashing. I did want to point out that Starlight Glimmer completely failed on the brainwashing of the main six, mostly because she failed to isolate them. Rule number one in brainwashing is to isolate, and they didn't do that. She didn't do that. She kept all main six together so that they could use their friendship off of each other and successfully plan an escape. But if she wanted to brainwash them in a more traditional sense, she would have, you know, broken them up into pieces, you know, made sure that each of the main six had each of their own rooms, and then interviewed them manually, and you know, slowly worked at them, didn't allow them to talk to each other, didn't allow them to talk outside of certain things, and so that all their desires and whatever would go underground. Also, like the whole cutie mark sameness equals thing, that would have worked its magic over time. So isolating again probably would have been the way to go. It does turn out though that I myself was susceptible to brainwashing, and this is why I guess it's important to me. Is when I was growing up, my parents thought that I might go and join a cult. That's because I'm really impressionable. I kind of listen to what my friends say and I go along with whatever they do, and they were like afraid that I would find some really charismatic person who happened to be into a cult, and I became a brony. I don't know what that says about me or what broniedom, but well, here I am. Anyway, cutie marks were stolen from the main six. Surprise, surprise. Fluttershy infiltrated. We had a little bit of a you know, I can't make makeup that isn't waterproof scenario, but I mean they had to use a mechanism to make it so that, you know, that Starlight Glimmer could be unmasked in front of everyone, and so that worked out really well for Fluttershy. Not so well for Starlight Glimmer. Starlight Glimmer, there was a chase scene. Everyone, all the other ponies suddenly got their cutie marks back, except for the main 6 because she had separated them, which sucked for them. They were running very slowly, and we had a question why the unmarked, why cutie markless ponies would run so slowly. And it's not so much that they run slowly, but they just don't run as fast as other ponies, or I don't know. I felt like that may have been a little bit weak, but it was hilarious though to watch Applejack lose her countryisms. It was pretty funny to watch Fluttershy say that tweets didn't make sense anymore. I mean, they never made sense to me in the first place. I don't do Twitter. Sorry. So they're running up the mountain, and then we get to meet the new ponies. The new ponies are fantastic. They are Party Favor, Double Diamond, Sugar Bell, and Night Glider. Night Glider is my favorite. Another one of my friends' favorites is Party Favor, but she really liked Pinkie Pie in the first place. So Pinkie Pie, Party Favor, good pairing. Yeah, so we get to meet these new ponies. They actually saved the day. It was wonderful. I'm like, yes. Where are these ponies? Like and they apparently they had turned into friends too. Because Starlight Glimmer had tried to make them friends by using sameness, and it actually worked on them technically because they were friends, except that they were friends trying to take her down. So her vie for power failed, but her vie for friendship actually succeeded in a weird backwards way. So I'm wondering if there isn't going to be some sort of some sort of follow-up to that. Starlight Glimmer, of course, got away, so I'm really hoping to see her reoccur in some future episode. And that's it. That's everything that happened. So yeah, really wonderful episode. Hope to see you next time.